Benjamin Lee, it's fine, yeah. And Singapore is Singapore. Apori. You alright? If you're going to sit down and watch, you might as well commentate. You're alright with that? This is number...
Grab my drink.
Yeah. Sunny Bounder. Sunny Bounder. Pilots of the one.
Where do you want me?
That's it there, mate. I'm still putting in this, so it's going to be a while before we get started, so take it easy. So I've got clearance from Alex Watkins to do that and give you all something. Just got to wait. I've not seen Mashari yet, and I've not seen Duncan either. So once, maybe after this round, we'll get it going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his one. Look at Ben's list.
I should be asking you about the 1x6 cards.
Oh, do you want one? Let me get you one in 1 moment.
To steal them.
Okay.
Not to get involved.
It's nothing personal.
Sorry, mate. I'll be about a minute more.
That's all right.
Keep going. Just have restaurant views over Radio Chat.
Do it, mate. Good. Excellent. That is one interesting matchup on my screen.
Nim's got 5 whole 5 shields, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you know what the points are on Ben's Nim? You don't know?
I can find out.
Don't ask him. Don't ask him. I can work out by the time you work it out. 33, 37, 47. Jesper, yeah, I got it. Jesper. I got it. Jesper, I got it. I got it solved. Recording. Yep. Okay. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are here we're at the top 32. Oh, look at that camera. That's dodgy as hell. Jesper, how's it going, man? Former. That's not even on. Hang on. Sorry, mate. Jesus, I'm all over the place.
Sorry, we've been on the sauce.
It's this early morning stuff. So welcome back to Top 32 UK National Championships. I'm joined by Jesper Hill. Jesper Hill is a squad mate of Benjamin Lee
Squad
over
mate
there.
Indeed, yeah.
And he was going to sit down and watch the game anyway, so I just told him to come along and commentate. Look at Dash's upgrade bar. That's ridiculous. Hang on.
He needs some spaces.
Yeah.
So we've got Benjamin Lee, top 4 worlds
Yeah.
against Andrew Snowden.
What was it? Ben Rao. The
Ben
Ben
Rao.
Rao debacle.
But no Fenrir today, so he's
No.
flying Nim and Dengar.
And I mean, Benjamin's a really accomplished player, eh?
Rendar.
Last year, got to the final at the national tournament, didn't he? With the
Against
Tirano Kano?
Cherno Vader, Cherno Whisper.
Oh wow, that's right. Yeah,
Faced up against Duncan Callender's triple jumps.
Yeah.
Which is a very hard matchup for him.
The ion jumps. Yeah, smuggling compartment, and we'll just put OR for Outrider, and we'll save it.
This morning he's playing Andrew Snowden, who I had the pleasure of playing in round 6 yesterday.
You were playing your control bots, weren't you?
I'm playing control bots, yeah.
And so-
Ion Cannon, Tractor Beam.
And so his tractor beam, well, it wouldn't affect you with the quad jumpers.
No.
But what kind of matchup was it like for you?
I'll be honest, it was the best game I've had all weekend. Andrew Snowden is a lovely bloke, and it's easier to underestimate him flying 7 pilot skill 1 ships, but
Yeah.
he flew him like a champ.
I mean, I think it's the first time I've actually had no, it's not the first time I had 7 ships on the stream, because I had Andy Patterson was playing 7 ships at
That's
Yavin,
it.
but I've never got to 8. And basically, I turned around and said to when Ben couldn't change his bases because they're special bases. So when Andrew showed up with 7 ships, I said, "Don't even bother changing your bases to
Yeah,
recover the ones, because
why not,
it'll take us like 10 minutes."
But he's a very accomplished player,
Yeah.
and that game was hard because I'm running Ion Cannon and Tractor Beam, and you just cannot kill those ships fast enough.
Yeah.
So we went to time, and he'd got half hull on 1 IG, and I'd killed 2 Z95s, and he wins by 1 point.
All right. So that was the game I heard about. It's like 24 points to 25 points or something like that.
That's it, yeah.
Right. But does that not make it like, from my perspective, a game that's like that goes to time? There's hardly any progress or damage. That becomes a really difficult game to watch. Do you not think?
I mean, yeah.
Fun to play.
Fun to
I'll
play.
admit that.
But I mean, we could have easily just skirted the edges, but we got stuck in on turn 2.
Yeah.
It's just that nothing died, not for lack of trying.
We had a couple of games like that yesterday where there was a Biggs that just wouldn't die.
Yeah.
And the same thing at France. There was a couple of games with Vader just running around for like 8 turns on one hull point.
Yeah, but it's no, it was a nail biter game because it's one of those games where either one of us could have won at any time. Mm-hmm. So we're sort of leapfrogging each other into lead position every 5 minutes.
And how key did you find Sonny Bounder in this squad?
So in our game, Andrew used him as a blocker because he's got the barrel roll.
Yeah.
And he's the only ship that can really reposition and not get shot, whereas the quad jumpers can reposition and probably get shot. So that was key in our game because he kept my IGs in position. Obviously, I got the token evade stack, but it was a key component of his list.
Yeah. Okay.
And it'll be interesting to see how he uses him to corral Dash into certain positions.
Yeah, because obviously Dash is obviously the most maneuverable too.
So obviously Ben wants to keep Nim away from the quad jumpers as long as possible.
Yeah, because Nim's, strictly speaking, a very fragile ship. Yeah.
Once you get pointed at him, he'll go down. The challenge is getting pointed at him.
Yeah, exactly. Keeping him from running away from you. Yeah.
So Andrew's got enough ships to cover all positions as much as possible.
Yeah.
So the challenge for him will be to get Nim into a position where he can block all avenues of escape.
Yeah.
And not die in the process from the bomblets.
Of course. Yeah.
So for Andrew, this is a bit of a race against time.
Yeah. Making sure that Ben doesn't take him down to the time limit and then just pop off a couple of ships without having taken too much damage himself. Yeah.
Ben is usually quite a conservative player.
Mm-hmm.
Like he'll take his time, wait for the right angles, wait for the right approach. But in this game, he can't afford to wait too long.
Yeah.
Because with the TLT on Nim and the heavy laser on Dash, he needs to kill whatever ship he's shooting at that turn.
Yeah. Okay, so...
And he'll eventually run out of places to run to with so many ships on the board.
What do you think? Obviously, a big deal comes into the planning phase when you're playing so many ships, huh? I mean, he's got positional control. He can make his way through asteroids without any problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a question of just trying to work out when he actually gets to a point where there's an engagement to try and avoid bumps. Yeah. Yes. So that's but then at the same time, remind me what Space Tug Array does.
So Space Attractor Array is a 2-point modification. Mm-hmm. It's an action. It allows you to apply a tractor beam token to a ship in arc at range 1.
All right. Okay.
And that plays into the quad jumper's ability to go backwards and then forwards. So you can always engage at the range you want.
Yeah, I've never had a quad jumper on stream before, actually, just so I realised. So I've never seen them go backwards.
It's a great little ship.
it's cool.
But it's probably slightly too expensive for what it does.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's kind of like a bomber, isn't it, as far as price range is concerned.
Yeah. But he's so Andrew's running them with Intelligence Agent, which will really help him anticipate the moves that Ben puts in more.
Yeah.
And engineer those blocks.
Yeah, of course. Oh wow! So it's going to be really interesting.
And Nim will want to keep away from all the rocks.
So from your experience, this is Sunny Bounder is there to block you.
Yeah.
The tug arrays are there to kind of like
bully position.
Further, obstaculize and I'm making up words now, but just kind of create and bully position, as you said. And then the guns are the Z95s that follow up in the rear. Yeah.
Basically.
Okay.
Because no one wants to shoot a Z95.
And when you've got Nim with one defense die and Dash's 2 defense die aren't exactly that reliable either.
And when you tractor beam them, you remove that defense die.
Yeah, of course. All right. So it's going to be really interesting.
It's easy, and this is a mistake I made. It's easy to underestimate the Zeds in this matchup.
Yeah.
Because you don't really want to shoot them because they're the cheapest ship on the table.
And yeah, exactly.
You only get 12 points.
And they're the ones that do, in theory, they're the ones that. They aren't the ones that are inhibiting your own play.
No.
It's the other ships that are messing things up for you, but they're the ones that are doing the damage.
I mean, you can safely ignore them.
Yeah.
But you can't ignore them for 75 minutes.
No, of course not.
They'll get you in the end, especially when you're rolling less defense dice.
Yeah. Just a Paul Heaver with his 2015 World Championship. 2015? No, absolutely. 2014. Sorry, the Whisper Han Solo with the 3 Binaries.
Yeah. And then the next year with a lone Z.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's got to have 4 ships in the squad.
Well, he's changed that recently.
He's changed that now. Yeah.
It's a new dawn.
So where do you think? What is the strategy with the bomblets? Is it a question of just littering them across the field and just hoping to be able to get them?
I think Ben's far too clever for that. So he'll use it. Essentially, he'll use it as a way to stop anything chasing him for too long.
Yeah. I mean, he's basically when he's deployed it there, and he purposely deployed Nim in the near corner. Yeah. He's basically tried to make a seventh asteroid, trying to block off a channel.
That's absolutely it. So he puts the bomblet there to prevent Andrew going up that direction, forcing Andrew through the rocks.
Exactly.
And once Andrew's through the rocks, he has to split his formation up.
Yeah.
But I found in our game, he's not shy about going over the rocks and being favourable position either. And it'll be interesting to see how quickly Ben clocks that.
Wow. And is it so? It would be the 3 rocks are. I've not got their mic turned up. The three rocks are Andrews, and the 3 debris tokens would be Ben's. Then
that's
I guess.
it.
Yeah.
Because Dash can happily land on a debris and still shoot.
Yeah.
Whereas he can't land on a rock.
Yeah, of course.
And obviously Andrew wants to control the board space as much as possible, so he brings the biggest rocks.
Of course.
But we're already seeing here Andrew forcing to move his leftmost Z95 out the way of that debris.
Yeah.
To try and get it in another angle. But I don't know if I'm Andrew if I go for Dash or Nim first. I think you have to go for Dash.
There's a danger here that with Dash choosing to go down the far edge of the board is that he's going to be left with no way out as Sonny comes in from that corner.
And a dash in a corner is a dead dash.
Yeah.
But it'll be difficult for Andrew to get enough guns pointing on him if he goes in that corner, because he's got his 3 ships in the middle now.
And so do you think Ben in this case is wanting to follow round with Nim, trailing Dash at a distance to just make sure that Dash doesn't get ambushed completely, yeah?
I think so.
Hard 2 4 forward. Cannot recommend that high.
So
like the quad jumpers, Nim just wants to bully the table in control position.
Yeah.
And engineer situations whereby Dash can get out.
Yeah, absolutely. So the threat from Andrew then would be whether or not he diverges his squadron to prevent Nim from just kind of mopping up from behind.
Yeah, I'll be honest, it's a difficult matchup for Andrew.
Yeah.
He has to play it completely right, and Ben has to get caught.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I mean, obviously people told me that there was like a 7-ship swarm being played with quad jumpers and stuff like that. No, I've got a drink over there.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm just happy to see a quad jumper at top 32 at Nationals.
Absolutely.
That's great.
Because when did it come out last year? Before Nationals or after Nationals? It was after. It was about January this year, wasn't it?
Was it January this year?
Yeah.
It all sort of bleeds into one.
They were like brand new at Yavin. They'd only just come out.
That's it.
And the Epsilons and stuff like that. And so at Yavin, there was hardly, even though the wave would come out and was legal, there's hardly anything there because it was all still really experimental.
5 minutes left to register if you want to come and play with us.
It's just a
Game
very.
of Thrones melee players. You have 5 minutes left if you would like to murder your other houses mercilessly. Come see us at the side event desk.
It's just a very tricky ship to use. It falls at a bit of an awkward price range.
Yeah.
You know, if you want it decently decked out, you're paying 20, 21 points.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really do any damage.
Yeah.
It's a pure control support ship. And in this meta we got right now, it favours heavy, hard-hitting strikes, hard-hitting, durable ships.
Making it easier for you, basically. Just you've got only 2 ships to deal with. They soak up damage. They deal a lot of damage, and it's just a question of attrition in that respect.
And the quad jumper does none of those things, but it helps with control. And it's fun to see someone being able to leverage that to get into the card.
Okay. Now, I didn't expect him to do that with Sunny Bounder, so I'm guessing Andrew's expecting Dash to turn left here. And trying to make sure he doesn't go. Of course, Dash doesn't care about the asteroids, so there's no reason for him to keep going on the board edge.
But it could equally be a great double play by Ben. You know, make it look like you're going into the corner and then just do a sharp turn in.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then, do you think that your opponent thought that you thought that? It's best not to think about it for too long.
Yeah, it gets to a certain point where it gets crazy. But I'm liking the way he's getting the Andrew's getting his squadron pincered out, just kind of like making sure he's covering all the angles at all times.
You got it.
And then being able to adapt to whatever it is that Ben's going to do.
I mean, the ideal scenario is you swing everything round to trap dash, but if you get it wrong, it's such a monumental cost.
Yeah, of course.
So you have to cover your arcs as much as you can, within reason, because one Z95 isn't going to.
Yeah. So what he's basically doing there with the two ships that are leftmost part of the screen, he's basically using both of them as the blocker. Sunny Bounder and the Binari Pirate that's leftmost of the screen.
Yeah.
He's basically just like, right, well, if dash goes one way, I've got Sunny there, and if he goes the other way, I've got the Z95 there.
Bit of space drift there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, the problem is you're probably not going to block Dash's move because he's got his whole dial open all the time.
Yeah.
But what you can block is his barrel roll positions.
Yeah.
So you negate the repositioning. So there we go, 3 bank. Just go straight through. That's a great play from Andrew because he's tempting Ben to trigger the bomblet.
Yeah.
Just with one ship. There you go, Ben hard one in.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's not a great place for Dash to be.
No.
Because if you barrel to the left of the table,
he's got.
Then everything can just hard two towards it.
Yeah, of course. And he's at range 2 of Sunny Bounder and that leading quad jumper.
So I think Ben might barrel back here, take a pot shot at the quad.
Yeah.
And then hope to kill it next turn. But I would probably barrel the other way.
Really?
Try and take a pot
yeah, because
shot
you want to be able, you want to
Z95.
try and give yourself an exit route afterwards. And right now,
the exit route here is
his option is to turn from here. His next turn would be to turn or risk running into everybody.
Yeah. Because the issue now is that both Nim and Dash are in the same area of the board.
Yeah.
So all Andrew needs to do is just one forward with everything.
One forward to victory.
One forward to victory.
And just basically just wear them down.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1,000 cuts.
It's just attrition.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And the rock placement is super interesting. Because Dash favours this sort of clustered field in the middle.
Yeah.
So does Andrew's list.
Yeah, of course.
Because they're all small ships, they can just dodge and weave through.
And we're seeing how he's got good positioning.
He does. Yeah, Andrew's positioning here is excellent.
Yeah. So, Nim.
So one interesting deviation here is that Ben is flying accuracy corrector on his Nim instead of advanced sensors.
And the turret he's got is the twin laser turret.
That's guaranteed
2 hits.
followed by 2 hits.
Absolutely.
But the lack of advanced sensors is it's going to be quite tough in this matchup.
So he takes 1 shield off the Binari Pirate.
And I will ray from Ray.
Perfect result. Just force him to ditch the bomb. But not having advanced sensors will mean that Nim is so vulnerable to being blocked.
I mean, I can't measure you, sorry, but it's me, that's 3 for rock.
Okay.
That's 3. I will take the quad. Shoot the quad.
So shooting on the quad, as you said.
Hey, first dice.
With Dash. We've got our first combat rolls. Only halfway into the time. There's 45 minutes to go.
They started a little late. That looks like Eyeball City.
Yeah, I can see. It looks like 2 hits and a crit now, maybe.
It can't be a crit with a heavy laser. So 3 hits.
Of course.
Spends a Nim, or spends a Ray. Takes 2 damage.
Calling them jump masters. Oh, imagine these jump masters.
Which one?
3 to go on the quad. So I do wonder why Nim hasn't got advanced sensors here. Because it's such a huge.
I guess it's a point cost more than anyone else because he's put the burnout slam
Yeah, he's got the burnout slam
on Dash Rendar, so
which is a lovely one-time get out of jail free card.
yeah.
But I think advanced sensor just gives you better, more consistent results.
I would say that in this matchup, for what we're seeing from Andrew's play so far, that burnout slam would have to be a real Hail Mary in the respect that the way he's got his arcs spread out is you'd have to you'd have to literally jump over the back of him.
And you have to be so sure that it gets to where you need to be.
Because right now, Dash hasn't got many places you can go to escape those arcs.
No. So I wonder if Andrew here just decides to ignore Dash for one turn, feint the bluff, and then just go straight in for Nim, because Nim has nowhere to go.
How often do you get to play against Ben, being part of his squad mates and everything?
Well, we play a fair bit.
Yeah.
Practice sessions.
Lucky with his dice, particularly. Would you say?
Balances out over time, doesn't it?
Well, supposedly.
Diplomatic answer.
Well, the thing is that to be 100% sure that it balances over time, you'd have to assume that life is infinite.
Wow.
Because what you could have is you could always have the one dude on one side of the world who's got the worst luck with the dice, and another dude on the other side of the world's got the best luck, and the universe is in peace. So,
I would say for Ben Lee, he's a player. He doesn't rely on luck.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He's a player who likes to take his time to engineer the scenarios where he doesn't need the luck.
I say this just because, I mean, if the dice go his way, then even in the worst of positions, things can end up going his way.
If the dice go his way, he will kill one ship every turn.
Yeah.
But if they don't, if he's got all of those 7 ships limping around on 1 damage, 2 damage, he can't do it.
Yeah.
There's just not enough time, and that's what I found in my game against Andrew. There is not enough time to kill those ships.
Yeah.
Not because he's a slow player, but because there's 7
ships. So much, yeah.
And so much of it.
And also, we're playing top 32 now, national tournament. This is where progression becomes difficult and serious. And so, it's taken us 45 minutes to get to the first dice rolls.
Yeah. Because no one wants to make mistakes.
Yeah. I mean, obviously there was set-up time. The clock got started. Everyone was still, wasn't even at the tables yet. So, it's going to take a minute.
But one thing Ben has going for him here is that Nim won't give up half points.
No, of course not.
So if Nim is left on one hull, no
and
problem.
That's one of the big points of the advantage for Nathan Eade and Paul Heaver's winning list is that they can spend the whole game just kind of jumping around on 2 hull points, 3 hull points, avoiding and just looking for that golden opportunity where his opponent makes a mistake, just gives him that one little opportunity to sink some damage in. And just keep going like that because they've not lost any points until they've been taken off the table.
I think if you had to ask me, I don't think it'll be long before half points goes for all ships.
Yeah.
I think it's just a matter of time because stuff like Nim and Miranda is just so obnoxious.
But I think we were talking about this the other day and we were reckoning you've got to put a limit. You've got to say only ships that are more than 8 hull. Or 8 hit points, combined hull and shields, because otherwise, if you've got people calculating every single one, it's going to be you're going to end up. The end of the game is going to be let's calculate how many points we got. Right, for example, in Andrew's case, if he has to go around calculating half points on every single one of his ship at the end of the game, then you're going to be there for it's not going to take long, but it's a knock-on effect. It's a delay.
Hopefully, we all learned how to divide by 2.
Well, so I suppose what you can do is just sum up the ships that are on half and divide them by 2.
But it's difficult to gain enough granularity. Space drift in a 100-point squad.
Yeah.
And I think at some point you just need to pick some sort of arbitrary stat that you base the half point on.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it always made sense that once they did it with large base ships, it kind of made sense that they should have done it with small base ships as well, because it just makes sense.
But when they did it for large,
the realisation that I better do the other guy first, I don't bump myself.
Tiny flying.
Just the base.
Sorry. No, that's cool.
It's on the rock.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, that's close though.
On the rocks, love you.
And
no damage?
No damage.
That's very close. But I think it made sense to do half points of large base ships when they did, because you had stuff like robots running around on one hull, giving up nothing.
Yeah.
And Fat Han with 3PO and stuff, but now you've got stuff like 50-point Mirandas.
Yeah. So no. Could someone go, Duncan, good morning, mate.
Oh, now the question is...
Right, so Ben Lee curving around here. And the only real avenue, or the safe avenue he had. Sitting on the debris. So the choice is here, does he burn the burnout slam now?
Yeah, because he's going to escape all the arcs. What did he do, a free bank here?
3 bank.
Yeah, so
Because
another
it was the
free
only
bank
safe
left.
option.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So
Another free bank left, right, and
So I
he'll
think
escape most
what
arcs.
he's weighing up is if he burnout slams, it leaves Nim open to the elements completely.
Yeah. Well, and then we've got to wait and see where Nim was going to go, because Nim could always just do a hard 2 to the left and then barrel roll back again.
Yeah.
And he's pretty much in the same situation as he was before.
But I wonder if he opts to just barrel dash back into range 3, but keep
Okay.
him there as bait to stop Nim getting completely flooded.
But then he runs the risk of blocking Nim as well this turn, doesn't he?
It depends.
Wait, yeah,
Nim's
it's
got the
the-
4 forward, right? But
Oh, right, so you reckon Nim's going to race off along the board edge? I don't think so, 'cause he's going to run into all those arcs.
But if he hard turns now, everything will just sit behind it. Well, if they sit behind him, he's got the bomblet.
Yeah, I think he's taken a hard turn to the left with Nim, and with possibly the option of barrel
Dash is-
rolling back to the right, back
Dash
to the
is
left.
target locking.
Guy. He's gonna
But
take it seriously.
sensibly, he's going for the quad jumpers first because they are the most expensive ships.
Hard 2 to the left, barrel roll back to the left.
Drop a bomblet? No, he'd have to drop it. No, he's drop it now. Genius.
Yeah, but I don't think he's in a good position for it. So it'll be,
But you
it'll
can
be
have 2 on the table, so it doesn't hurt you to have it there.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, so I think Ben realises at this point he's got 39 minutes left. He needs to kill stuff.
Yeah, right now he's in 3 arcs with Sunny Bounder.
Well, one of the quads is on the rock, so he's only getting shot by 2 things.
Yeah,
Sunny Bounder's through the debris field that Dash is sitting on.
yeah.
So yeah, you're taking 1 shot range 1, 1
Yeah,
shot
yeah.
range 2 obstructed.
Okay, so
So he's
is he
marking there.
gonna slam with him?
I think he just wanted to see where the debris was.
Oh right, okay, right, I get it.
See if Nim's getting shot obstructed. So Ben here, he'll want to kill the quad jumpers to gain those points because they're
Well,
18.
Star Combat, one's hold, Rayon,
one sec.
and TLT.
That's how little I fly this ship.
I think the base one's like 18 points, isn't it? And then it's like 2 points for Space Tug Tractor Array, so maybe 20. Scum and Villainy. 18 points. 15 points for the base one,
Alright, so
Intelligent
18, yeah.
Agent, and 2 points
This
for
is
the
the most
Space Tug Array.
expensive ship on the table for Andrew. So if he kills 2 of those, he can afford to go down to half on dash.
Yep. So here we go, dice rolls. I can see 2 hits with the
So
focus
accuracy
token.
corrector.
No accuracy corrector.
Oh, this is Jim, is it?
Focus corrector would be nice.
I don't know who he's shooting at.
Accuracy
The other quad jumper, yeah,
Yeah.
sensible. Another 2 hits, another damage. So that's the power of the accuracy corrector there.
Absolutely.
actually unobstructed. Yes. Because if you look at the nip there.
So yeah, kill the quad jumpers.
They said it's not obstructed.
It's not obstructed.
Yeah, they said that so the corner of the base is just hanging out over the asteroid, they said.
Oh,
Turns.
rolling paint.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 3 hits.
Do you call them natties?
No.
No,
No.
I refuse to.
So
Well, interesting discussion. Well, I brought up yesterday with it being such a hot topic at the moment. The natties. It doesn't sound like what it's supposed to be with us. It sounds like you're talking about like something
did
that
you say
like.
that, Jesper? Did you say that?
I did see that. Yeah, very good.
That
Rolling paint, we call it.
that school children would use to refer to underwear or something. Natties.
Yeah.
So we'll do.
And
We'll do the Z95.
Yeah, there was the Andrew rolling double of 8.
in France, when you roll all blanks, they call that a virgin.
A virgin?
Yeah.
Really?
So I mean, everyone's got their own little thing, I guess. So hit a crit there and a focus token against Nash's focus.
And range 2. Yeah, range 2. Through a
Or
rock.
is it range 1 or 2?
This one is for a rock.
Yes, it should be. So range 2,
2,
2 hits,
3, 4.
Okay.
So Sonny Bounder's ability, for those who don't know, is if he rolls all of his results identically, he can add an additional result of that type.
Yeah.
Which in our game meant he always got 3 hits.
And did you see how many people were like, right, I'm going to put heavy laser cannon on him so that I can get 5 hits?
Right, here we go. Intel agent. He's putting it out there so he doesn't forget. Because that's a card you have to train yourself to remember.
Absolutely.
So, Dengar here. Dash Rendar. I'm getting triggered by Dengar
because it's Nim, yeah. And he's painted his Nim pretty scum-like.
He has, same as his scum ships. Yeah. But Dash here has got the 3 bank open to him towards the camera.
Yeah. He's a 3 bank right, you'd say.
Yeah. And there's nothing Andrew can do to prevent it.
Yeah. And it gives, basically, it means, well, Andrew's got basically the Z95 that's closest to Dash right now, hard turn.
Yeah. What else is
he's not going to be able to block him, but it's like, it's a question of just trying to maintain arcs on Nim.
But interestingly, the quad jumper currently on the rock, he'll do a 1 forward, and he'll put a tractor beam token on Dash.
Of course.
So Dash has to be really sure.
Okay, so but if we're talking about the possibility that Dash can escape all arcs this turn, what about if he does the 1 forward and puts a tractor beam token on Nim? Do you reckon he'd be at range? Range 2?
It's only range 1 for the tractor beam.
Is it? I thought it was 1 to 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, range 1 in arcs. It's very tricky to use.
So does the quad jumper have a 4 forward?
No.
It would be.
It's got the weirdest dial.
Yeah.
It's got the
3 forward.
The hard one, the 1 forward, and the 3 forward.
Yeah, it won't make it past
and the 2 sloops and the 1 and 1 bank reverse.
I'm just worried that using his action to put a tractor beam token on Dash that then escapes all arcs wouldn't be the best investment of an action.
I do wonder how much Andrew is making an effort to force Dash to waste that burnout slam, though.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. He wants to get rid of it now at the beginning of the game. Well, relatively speaking, the beginning of the game.
Remembers Intel. That's is that 4 forward?
It looks like a straight.
Yeah, 4 forward.
Right. So
when you just want to doubly make sure.
Would you mind doing the odds for number 6 for me, please? Is there in a hard 3? Number 6. That fella.
Right. So Zed goes first. Yeah. Big turn.
Yeah.
Hoping to get in the way of Nim.
Yeah.
An order 66 is going to do a slack 2. Yep. Possibly
2 bank.
Bank.
Gonna bomb.
Just set yourself up for next turn.
Yeah.
Please go to the side events desk.
Nice.
Okay. So number 5.
So that essentially forces Dash to barrel.
Yeah.
We see a 2 sloop from the other one.
Dude, could you just quickly find Craig Reed and Mishari Alfaris if they're around?
Yeah, I'll give them a shot.
And tell them about that Simon's thing we're going to do in the next round. So they don't join up for any pods or anything. Because I think I managed. So yeah, just what we're going to do after this round finishes, we're going to do. We've got here 4 national level champions from the UK. Jesper is one of those. Craig Reed being the 2013 national champion. Mishari Alfaris won at Yavin Open this year, 2017, and Duncan, the actual reigning national champion.
For a few more hours.
Yep. Didn't make the cut, and so we've got those 4 high-level players hanging around. We're going to put them into a special Champions of Champions pod and try and record and stream that. So that'll be interesting for you. And I think I've got you all some extra prizes for that.
There can be only one.
There can be only one. Yeah, it's Highlander, the Highlander pod.
Getting ready to begin, and pairings are going.
Right, so a turn of repositioning for Andrew here.
Yeah.
Bunch of K turns and sloops.
To your seat number to find your actual seat number.
Going to be
If
a
you
free
are
K-turn?
unsure how a single-sided
K-turn.
bidding
Yeah.
works, we will come and explain it.
And then Sonny is going to do a sharp one, followed by a roll of barrels. Oh.
Yeah, it's quite a smart play, really.
When
Because
you have sat down, please
he's
do
checked
not
what
start
Dash
yet.
is doing.
We'll have
He's
a
confirmed his
timer.
suspicions. Dash goes full forward. He has to barrel to get out of those 2 arcs.
Yeah.
And then everything just goes forward and gets him,
Yeah.
or tries to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dash you put three forward, as you know. Lots of marking needs to go on, but let's tell you what.
How's your other streams gone today? Or today, this weekend?
This weekend, yesterday was fantastic. Well, you can always tell. You saw me at the restaurant last night.
I did.
I was in a good mood. So yeah, don't ever. You'll know if it's gone badly when you see me that evening and I'm not in a good mood. But yeah, it went well. I have problems. I developed a new software that makes the whole layout much more neater, much more cleaner and stuff like that. But it's not quite ready yet. Needs a bit more work on it. And so what I ended up doing was just deciding to go back to what I was using at Euros.
Yeah.
And it's stable, it's tested, it works, and
That's
so I mean, there's a little bit more messing around because the new one was like almost completely automated.
Yeah.
But you can't do much about that. So just stick it all on.
In answer to the comment on the stream, I don't have info on the other matches.
I've asked the judges team to inform me of any victories.
They're
in
on
the
the
top 32.
far other side of the room.
Yeah,
so
and
I
I've
can't
not
really
been
run over.
I've not been told about anything. Did you find them both?
Yeah, both were hanging about it.
Oh, fuck it.
Well done for dodging the trap.
Okay. So I don't know when we're going to be able to do that thing. Bums.
I'm here all day, folks.
I just didn't want to be doing it at the same time as the final, yeah? More than anything else.
yeah.
Okay.
That's bad. So by the way, I'm 1-3. If I hadn't taken so much damage, it'd be easy choice.
So he's working out
Barrel, but because I have
with a
Decisions.
barrel roll. It's got a burnout slam. At the moment, he's in 2 arcs, 3 arcs with Sunny Bounder. And he's going to spend the burnout slam.
Why?
Free bank.
Because you could barrel roll out and get a shot. You'd only get shot by one thing.
I mean, he just.
Or maybe he's trying to make room for Nim.
Oh, he's lost 2 shields on Dash. I hadn't paid attention to.
He's making room for Nim.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go.
Evil genius to drop
Because
a bomb.
Nim really wants
And
to
again,
boost it.
here comes the bomblet.
Yeah. Bomblet and a boost.
And for what it's worth, I will back with the birds.
I gotta say, it's been a fantastic weekend up here.
It's been cool.
It's the first time using this venue up in Liverpool, and it's been good. It's run on
It's been
time.
pretty good. It's not been too hot, not been too cold. Everything's been pretty good. And I was really keen as well because I went to university here in Liverpool. So
Did you?
it's a nice, 20 years ago. It's a nice comeback. Things have changed, but it was a nice comeback.
It's the furthest north in England I've ever been.
Okay.
Every time I say north to a Liverpudlian, they look at me funny. Like,
Second one, 66.
No, yeah, it's basically north is Chester and up. So Liverpool just counts.
Okay.
it's north of the river, isn't
That's
it?
me.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I can't TLT you. I would love to. Beautiful.
So yeah, Dash.
Another choice if I concentrate on the shot at. So I will TLT Sunny Bounder. Yes. And because we're parallel, it's not unobstructed. That's cool.
Okay.
I mean, in hindsight, that slam was pretty good because it's going to take forever for Andrew to get back into position to shoot it.
2 hits.
Yeah, so that's the
Evade and
accuracy
focus?
corrector TLT.
No, he didn't have to spend the accuracy corrector there. He rolled the 2. And another 2. And 1 evade. So another
damage.
shield goes off. Of Sunny Bounder.
Right. Well. Right.
So the
Now-
bomblet there did what? 1 damage? 2 damage?
Sunny Bounder.
1 damage to the.
Yeah, so both gun runners are now down to 2 hull.
Yeah, Sunny.
Yeah. They both got 3 damage cards. It looks like the Z didn't take any damage from it.
Nice.
But that's a really good
Really sunny.
place for Ben to beat because
I can do
two
that
hull
too.
on each of the quads
Yeah.
leaves them open to getting one-shotted by the HLC.
Yeah.
I learned from you.
So when Ben feels he needs the points, he'll shoot.
Right. Yo.
So it's going back to dials now. So Ben really controlling the engagement for now, making sure he's only taking a couple of shots. He's not taking too much damage. He's only taken 2 shields off a dash so far in exchange for somewhere in the range of 8 damage on Andrew's ships.
It goes back to what I was saying about Ben being a considerate player. Like he definitely only engages on his terms when he wants to.
Yeah.
And it's quite a rare skill for an X-Wing player because we all sit there with our ships going, right, let's fight, let's shoot, let's go.
Yeah.
But it takes such restraint to pull back and wait for the moment.
Yeah. Sorry.
So I think we'll probably see Nim here with a 4 forward. Wouldn't be surprised. Drop a bomblet 4 forward. I'm sure Andrew sees it too, but there's not much he can do.
There you go. So he's got I mean, obviously, yeah, Nim's got to drop a bomb this turn before moving. But then, is he gonna move to the left? I guess no. He's trying to get away from the other ships.
Yeah. I mean, Nim wants to be chased.
Yeah. And Dash is just basically just playing on his own.
Yeah.
On the opposite end
away,
of
tempting,
the opposite end of the table.
Yep. Okay. Can I use my intel agent to look at Nim's speed? 4 forward.
Right, intel agent.
Right.
4 forward, I think they said.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes the obvious move is the best move.
Sometimes.
No problem.
So. Z95 giving chase.
So
He's going to be
Andrew
in prime
opting here
position for that
to
bomb.
go through the bomb anyway, even though he knows it must be coming.
Well, he's had a good record against bombs so far.
He has. Just roll paint, Simon.
Yeah. You got
66, right. So my intention is to do a sharp 1 right. Yep. Try and get Nim into a tractor beam.
Yep. 1 turn.
So, doing the 1 turn to the right.
Yep.
Sadly though, don't have the tractor beam in this way. Yep. Which is
And wanting the tractor beam Nim.
Yes, absolutely. Does the barrel roll fit though? It doesn't.
Not in the direction he wants, no.
Not in the direction he wants.
So I'll tractor beam anywhere, and I'll tractor beam the...
That's the problem with those quad jumpers. The turns are so awkward.
Yeah.
And because you have to tractor it in range 1 in arc only,
Yeah.
further away.
it's very difficult to execute properly. So if they had a 1 bank, that would have been perfect. But
Yeah.
Sonny's going to go sloop 2. I'm not sure if it fit.
that's why they don't see a lot of play. So Andrew opting there to just apply the tractor beam token, but not execute a move.
Flies over debris with Sunny Bounder.
Loving the rocks.
And takes damage.
Ooh, that's a crit.
Direct hit.
But with Heavy Seek, he lives on 1.
Oh, that's right. I've not got that on the screen. Not much I can do to change that now. Is it? No. Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. I'm a clever guy. That's built into the software. The software did that, eh?
Do you know, I forget it every time I fly against a Seek. I go, right, 2 damage. No? Oh.
No, it's like when I've got the software thing where I import the list, it just sits there and looks for things like, do they have extra munitions? Do they have veteran instincts? Do they have adaptability?
Oh no. Oh, that's okay. That's alright.
Oh, Christ.
So, with that, and that Z95 just about clipping the rock doing the 2 turn, I think that's game. It's now getting increasingly more difficult for Andrew to recover.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Miles.
I mean, Sunny Bounder, as you said, is a key point of his list. Is with her being on the right, the twin laser turret from Nim is going to wipe her off this turn, and that's going to be the end of Sunny Bounder and his controller.
He's got Sunny Bounder limping around on 1, and both quads limping around on 2.
She's not going to be around for much longer.
No.
I'm assuming it's a she. When you got a name like Sunny, it seems more female, but who knows?
Right, Dashi Poo.
I did know
Let's
one.
not get into that argument.
Yeah, no, I did know one Sunny that was a dude, but really his name was like Sunil, but he called himself Sunny.
Yeah, I've known a Sunny. It was Sundeep, but went by Sunny.
Target locking. So
Very cheerful name.
I did know a guy who come from Sri Lanka, and his name was Samantha.
he's got 1 left.
Was it really?
Yeah, 100% Samantha.
Yeah, so.
And but it's just like apparently it's normal over there. It's like a guy's name. I don't know.
And he grew up in Sri Lanka?
He grew up in Sri Lanka and he came over here, started working with me around about just after I finished college.
All right. Alright, taking target lock, just hoping to pop it. There's the bomblet. Yeah, so Dash doesn't need to barrel here. He's just hoping to pop those ships before they really do anything.
And Ben there's got his special Cockatoo 186 templates and his Welds templates.
He does. He likes to mix and match. He's a proud boy. And those Wells templates, if you ever get a chance to see a set up
that
close.
national championship is something he's after, isn't it? Because he came to France, and last year he was talking with me about possibly coming to Spain because he just missed out on the UK one. Mm-hmm. He's after that national championship.
Yeah. Did you watch his UK one?
No, I've not actually gone back and watched it.
It's a cracking game.
Yeah.
And he flies it. He flew it so well. Right, so it's such a horrible matchup for in triple jumps versus Whisper. And then just this savage dice roll at the end. Whisper gets 1 shot and it's heartbreaking. So he wants it. He really wants it.
End of activation. Side combat, I'll ray on.
He's also got over to Poland as well one time, I think, hasn't he? Being mistaken there.
He could have.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's done other ones. I know he's travelled around a bit.
Yeah.
1 left on Sunny, 1 left.
Obviously, he's gone to Worlds at least twice.
Once.
He went 2000 in November.
Yeah, 2016.
Okay, so he didn't go back in May.
No.
Okay. It was very difficult having that 6-month gap to get the Europeans to go back to Worlds. Yeah.
I'm lucky because I have a very, very forgiving wife, so I got to go back to back. But
yeah. So Sunny Bounder down. And but rest assured, World Championships, that the Europeans will be back in force next May, as our wallets have had a good 15 months to rest.
Absolutely. All right, that's 4 hits on the quad.
Yeah. And takes 2 evades. Look at that. Okay.
Did he not spend focus there?
Doesn't look like it. No, he saved it.
Oh, he did.
It's gone, isn't it? The quad, yeah. Okay.
But on the subject of travelling, it's something I really enjoy about X-Wing. Travelling around to other European countries because they're all so close.
I mean,
we're all neighbours.
I enjoy. Yeah, I mean that's part. I've talked about this before. Is that Europeans have got a very specific advantage in that. For example, if you're in America and you want to go to national championships, you've got the US national championships, and then if you really want to push it out, Canada, and that's it. But in Europe, you can go where we just had Germany and France. We've got UK and Poland this weekend. We've got Dutch, Belgium coming up. I think there's what's it called? Not
Nordic.
No, they're coming up in October. I'm thinking like it's Hungary or that sort of area, or Czech Republic or someone are also coming up soon.
Yeah. You got the Baltic nationals? I think they run like an unofficial thing.
Oh right, okay. I didn't know about that.
But it's you're right. It's an advantage we as Europeans have. We're all so close, and that's why the standard of play is so high here.
Yeah, of course. But then also you can tell that like, and it's not to throw mud anywhere else, but like there is the European continent is a much more gaming focused community.
It is.
As a way of saying it, because I mean, well, you can see, like, for example, this year, it's been about 12 months now since Alex Watkins became the European organised play manager.
He's done a great job.
And you can see that there's like a desperate investment, well, desperate's not the right word, but excessive investment on the part of Fantasy Flight to give him what he needs to be able to go all over Europe and take care of it. And it's something that, from what I've seen, isn't exactly what they do with the organised play guys in the US. You know, they've got their demo team that will fly out to events and set things up, but organised play, unless it's like literally Gen Con or National Championship, don't really go anywhere.
They hit the big cons,
Yeah.
you know, but they don't really do this extracurricular stuff.
And so you can see that there's like Alex has got a certain fund behind him that they know that they're selling big over here, and they're trying to push that, and they're trying to make sure that they capitalise on it in that respect.
But it's also important to note, because we've heard a few gripes and complaints from players this weekend about the price of the tickets for entering the events. And I want to stress that this weekend there is no convention, there is no big event. You pay your ticket for the game you want to play, and it's £25, and that's it.
And you just walk in.
You just walk in.
And I will also point out to that, especially when we're talking now about organised play, Alex Watkins and all that sort of stuff. Make no mistake that organising these tournaments is a loss for them.
Oh yeah, they make tens of thousands of pounds loss.
Especially here in the UK, especially. Yeah. In Spain, we up until, for example, the one they're doing this year, I think that's probably going to be a loss because they're trying to turn it into a convention and everything like that. Yeah. But we just basically turned around, because our events were so large, it basically just became, and there's obviously the idea of running an event that's a loss is obviously a stigma for a company. So what was going on in Spain, it was just using those big sport halls, as you know, when you came to Tatooine Open, because they were pretty much they come dirt cheap off the local council. They're big enough to hold these people, and I mean, there's not much as far as infrastructure there, so like food and drink is a bit more difficult to get hold of, but it works and it's cheap, and you don't lose too much money on it. But yeah, I mean,
here in the UK, the problem is venue.
It's not so easy. For example, the whole thing about internet is that there was no guarantee I was going to get in there when I got here, and so in Spain, when you hire out a venue, the internet's like a utility. It's like water. Over here, it's like, no, you got to pay extra if you want that. And it's something like £500. So, I mean, it's not cheap, and they've got to sort of weigh up the odds and just sit there and go, is it worth it for us?
Absolutely.
And, you know, whereas for us in Spain, it's like a completely alien concept. It's like turning around and saying, right, but you hired out the venue, but if you want the toilets, you've got to pay £500 extra, you know?
Yeah.
You will do this.
But they do it here in the UK to give back to the community and say thanks for supporting the game.
Yeah.
And that's lovely. And I think a lot of the complaints about it are just a bit unfounded.
I mean, there's a lot to take care of, especially running events this size. And I mean, there's obviously an advantage in getting all your national championships together and taking full advantage of the investment you've made. But there's absolutely no way they make their money back. Of course, the idea is, as a business, is that yes, we've lost money on that one, but it's marketing. It's what feeds the game for the next 12 months, and the sales and everything like that. It gives people the want to go out and compete in regional championships.
That's it.
Get 5 of every ship that comes out in the next wave to be the most competitive.
But also, this has been the largest national championship for X-Wing in the world.
Yep.
Huge. Here in the UK.
How many was it in the end?
The exact number.
280 something?
Something like that.
Yeah.
280, 290.
Okay.
Right, so Dash here doing dash things.
Yeah,
Did
just
not
one.
have the focus.
And it goes in.
But it blacks out anyway.
And it's
Right, so Bomblet staying in the middle, cutting off that channel.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what Ben wants.
just him. Range, so it's just him.
Ships will no longer be going through there.
No modifiers.
And he's got 2 focus. He's not got anything to spend on it.
Blank.
So they go back to dials.
Uneventful turn, but Ben here has just absolutely controlled the engagement.
Yeah, it's starting. The table's starting to tip definitely onto Ben's side of the table.
With that bomblet there, just Andrew cannot go through that channel.
Yeah. and he's starting to run out of ships. He's got one Z95 that's completely disengaged on the top corner of the map.
And once you're down to this few ships,
the other three
you can't take dash.
Have got risks of where they're going to go regards to dash droids, debris fields, and bomblets. So this turn is going to be the key turn for Andrew. How is he going to manage this situation? And if he makes one mistake in it, then Ben could be going on to top 16.
This was always going to be an uphill battle for Andrew this game, because it's such a counter to his list.
Yeah.
But he's done an amazing job getting it. Phenomenal play. With this list as well, in the current meta, this
Absolutely.
list, top 32 at Nationals.
And there's some interesting ones that they've taken all away, haven't they? Yeah. I had all the lists up here, but there are some interesting ones. Not many, but there are some interesting ones. And just let's go. They're asking what Tom Reed's playing. He's playing Dengar Tel Travura. Yeah. Going through the top 32, 18 Rebels players, 10 Scum, and 4 Imperial.
Did you see Oliver Pocknell's list?
No.
So Oliver Pocknell decided to go with the whole fly what you like.
Yeah, your hashtag. Yeah.
He's flying Jake Farrell, Jess Parver, and Nim.
Okay. Because he's a Jake fan, isn't he? He's always.
He's a Jake fan. Loves that ship. Marry if it could.
Yeah, and Nim. Okay.
And then Jess.
Yeah. So Jess is at M9G8, I would guess.
I mean, I would guess.
Yeah.
But
like I say, I know I've well, you say I haven't seen the list. It's gone in front of my eyes, but I didn't pay attention to the detail.
But that's a trend I've seen a lot this Nationals. Is people just picking up the shits they like to play.
Yep, and then you've got Farn Lungalan comes along with his free Atali jump masters.
Maybe
as
he
always.
loves that ship too.
He loves that ship. No, he loves that ship. I know that much. I mean, look at how he's got them painted. He loves those ships. But yeah, I mean, there's the whole thing is like the whole idea of the supposed nerf and stuff like that, and everyone being scared. What happens if the nerf is going to drop? And I'm practicing my list, and so a lot of people got kind of scared off the certain staple lists for that reason. Stopped practicing their Dengar lists or their jump master lists, and kind of looked for other stuff. And then Founder shows up and goes, "No, I'll do it anyway. I've got this down. I don't need to worry about it."
All right, so here Andrew decides to disengage.
He
reposition himself.
He couldn't avoid going over the rock in the direction of that. In the direction of that bomblet, because if he gets, he's got the possibility of taking 3 damage on a ship that's only got 2 hit points left.
That's it. So yeah, just trying to cover arcs as much as possible here.
Yeah.
Right.
But then
chat is going to do what you want him to do.
Yeah.
It's my bomb.
Didn't have a choice there. There was no way that was going to.
No,
without taking him out of the fight, there was nothing you could have done.
Even at one bank, you would have hit it.
Yeah,
so
but he's on full hull. He's got full shields.
yeah,
So
might as well cover an arc. Get in there, do something useful.
So even if he does take the full damage, he'll still be knocking around.
So the quad here doing the sensible thing and moving behind the obstacle.
We're getting to just 10 minutes left on the clock now.
Yeah.
So and well, Andrew's not done any damage on dash for a while, so
and no damage on him at all.
Yeah, so there's not much option for him making back points.
So
fact,
this is what Andrew's
even if he
wanted.
got half points on dash now, he wouldn't win the game.
No, he'd have to kill him.
He has to kill everything. Yeah.
But this is the scenario that Andrew's been trying to engineer the whole time. Trap dash, block both barrel rolls.
Yeah.
But it's too little, too late, unfortunately.
Yeah. Free bank on him.
Ben's controlled the positioning to the point where it's not happened until now.
Yeah. He knows how to play the clock. He knows how to take care of his engagement. He knows how to position himself. It's basically all just been part of his plan. Just make sure he's controlling the positioning, letting the time go down, making sure he's not giving up too much of his list at any one time.
Yeah, bait and switch.
Yeah.
But now Dash is in the corner, and Dash can get trapped in the corner. But with only 8 minutes left,
there's nothing you can do.
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, because I mean, not to say anything bad about Ben, but like Ben just has to take a little bit longer in his planning phase. There's let the clock run down a little bit. You know, just 30 seconds extra, a minute extra, let the clock run down, which would be the sort of thing you can't really do anything about. 3 hits on the first attack. Quad jumper down to 1 whole point, and he's got accuracy correct to take another 2, and it goes in.
But Ben would never slow play.
No, I'm not saying it's slow play.
He would,
But
you've got to take the time to get it right.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you were in that. That's within your right to do. It's not saying it's slow play, but yeah, you can take that extra 30 seconds, and you know, there's nothing anyone can really say or do about it. It's
so
like
in mine and
got to be
Andrew's
absolutely
game,
sure.
we went to time. If we'd had an extra 30 seconds, if I'd played 30 seconds quicker, I would have got another turn and won.
Yeah.
And that's how tight these games are sometimes.
And I just lost my stream software. Accidentally touched the close button and I lost it. So the overlay isn't going to be updated any further today for this round.
Not going to matter.
No, because the time it would take me to get it all set back up isn't worth it. So let's take. Might as well just switch it off.
Range band 1 with focus. Yep.
No, I'll leave it as it is. It's got the points on there, and I don't think we're going to see much difference now.
Range band 2 with nothing.
So no damage coming from Andrew's side of the table to on Ben's ships.
It is.
And very frustrating for him. He's not getting any damage in any turns. And he's down,
It's such an uphill struggle at this point.
yeah, and he's down to 3 ships now.
Even from mid-game, it was going to be a tough run.
Yeah.
Living on a prayer.
He needed to set this trap about half an hour ago.
Yeah.
But Ben just wasn't going to give that to him. So even a very costly mistake here, Ben will take it.
Yeah.
Unless he flies dash off the board, then Andrew wins by 1 point.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I don't think so.
Just double check your dial, make sure. That's it.
Yeah, it's very certain that manoeuvre.
No, you have flown the seat of your planet amazingly well. You have played me like. Well, but I keep it clean.
All right, so.
Thank you. It's been a cracking game, mate. You nearly had me.
So we've got just 3 Z95s left, one of which is down to is without shields. Well, 2 of them are without shields. And he's turning
there, block
right.
dash. Not much else you can do. Double stressed, so can't K.
He's just going to do sharp 2. Yep.
Ben flashing the bling. It's got 4 Zs.
Is that?
Yeah, we didn't see the one on the.
Oh right, okay.
Why didn't Ben?
He was
detonate
hidden
the
behind
bomb?
the. Don't know.
Oh, he might have hit dash.
I guess.
Living on a prayer.
He was hidden behind the jump, the YT 2400.
Yes, please.
One of the things that's interesting with regards to comments is a lot of people seem to not realise the difference between playing top 32 at a national championship and playing your standard games.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, like for example, there was one comment that stands out to me on the YouTube video from the European final saying like, well, if George played like that where we play, he'd be called out for slow play. Because there was times when he's like really worried about a barrel roll and really focusing on it. It's like, yeah, but if he was playing with you guys, he wouldn't be playing European Championship final.
But I mean, the differences between George's game at Euros and this game and literally every other game in a top level cut Premier event like this is if you make one mistake, that can cost you the
Exactly. And so you've got that. I mean, you're afforded the opportunity to take full advantage of the time you're given.
And bear in mind, you can always say something to your opponent.
Yeah.
Like I had a really good game against a guy called Christian Knight yesterday, and so he was playing double jump and Fen, And I said halfway through, you know,
Is that range one? Yeah.
I'm not calling you out. I'm not. I don't mean to be rude. But like, time is a factor in this game because it's going to take me a long time to chew through anything. And he said, "Oh, yeah, fair point. Let's crack on."
Yeah.
You know, and he sped up a bit. And to his credit, you know, he wasn't slow playing, but it's always worthwhile just to mention it to your opponent.
Yeah, and there's a lot on the line, you know. So people are, especially, and Swiss is a different kind of game to top as well, where you are trying to guard those points.
Do you win, George? Good man.
So the De La Pina double continues to be a possibility. I've not seen the bracket.
No, there's loads of 186 in the cut, though, right?
I see. I only come over and I was just nice, and you started straight away. It's so lovely.
It's all love.
And he's bullying a little old man with Alzheimer's.
Little old.
My beard was like nice and brown.
As we pretty much know where this game is going, and no need to have all the dice rolls on camera.
It's Ben Lee and Andrew.
Oh, is this a cut game?
This is top 32.
Yes, it is.
Expert pod.
Yeah.
No, this is top
expert
32.
pod.
I've got a present for you, George, man.
Two of my experts.
What's the list? So we got Dash and
Dash Nim and 7 PS1 Scumswarm.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, it's 4 binaries, 2 quads.
Who's
It's Ben Lee.
Benjamin Little?
Take one for your boy.
Oh.
that sounded like fruity.
Hey, let's keep it PG here, alright?
It's you, Jasper Hill.
Come on.
Got a potty mouth. Sorry, Jasper Hill. It's got a potty mouth.
Not in public, I
If I've
don't.
got to call you Jasper, you have to call me Giorgio, and you have to say
Giorgio.
Giorgio.
Roll your R. That's it. That's not actual
Giorgio.
name.
It's on the birth certificate, huh?
French and Italian.
Yeah.
I love you all. Come back later, probably when I lose my next game.
Well done, mate.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Right, more dice to be
Hey,
rolled.
look at that. He's just,
Excellent.
and I think they've given the game there. I think he's just conceded the game.
I mean, it's just a formality here, right? So,
No, they are. They're going to keep going. Okay.
troopers.
So Ben just basically rolled a whole bunch of clean dice, or a whole bunch of evades. Yep, overlay is dead. I'm trying to get the top playoffs back on the screen.
yeah, I mean, Ben's got this.
One left, two left.
Probably 100-0.
Yes.
Well, no, probably not 100-0. Can't kill the Zeds fast enough.
No. He's only got 5 minutes of play left.
But
I don't know. Well, one Z can go down to dash every turn.
yeah,
Yeah, and Nim is Nim can sink some damage on him as well, so it's not that bad.
but well done to Andrew for getting here, especially with that list. Good job, man. Absolutely. And a lovely bloke too.
So, I'm trying to recover stuff after I deleted everything. Oh, busy.
Thrones melee players, pairings are going up now.
Thank you very much to the judges team for keeping me informed on that, by the way. Thank you.
Be a nuisance.
What am I doing? I need to go here.
Do me a favour and see how Pocknell's doing.
I will. 2 seconds.
Cheers, buddy. Pocknell lost.
First round curse, isn't it?
Alright, Oliver Pocknell lost his top 32 game.
Tom Reed through?
Number one.
Tom Reed's through.
Yeah. Oh, I need to go further down. I've got. This is the correct pairings.
And we also had in the top 32 a double 186 matchup.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was
186 aside.
Nigel and Paul. So cheering them both on.
Final fixed. Okay, let's copy that. Paste it in here. I've got to put in here that it's a tab. Here it's a 3, 4, 0.
You can absolutely see Andrew's a top rate Swarm player.
Generate leaderboard.
Well considered, good approach. Just couldn't sink the damage fast enough.
Yeah. And I've got to take Siggy Gun out.
Cheeky get down. Yeah.
There are the players, we are restarting the top 6. If Aaron and So, if Aaron and Tim could go on to the stream, please. Everyone else, can they make it to the corner where we will start round 3.
Should be fine. Should have no problems. Yeah. Pretty sure.
Yeah, you good?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm through that gap.
Okay, done.
I'm going to genius bomb on.
More or less. I mean, it looks the same.
Tom Reed is flying Dengartel.
You swine! Yes.
Are they asking
Question
again?
on the comment, yeah. You should listen.
Drones melee players, very quickly listen up.
Scott Reed just missed out on the
rounds
cut.
are going to be 90 minutes. You need to sit in the order in which you are paired up. So if you are player 1, you sit there. 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so
activation. Yeah, I'm
oh, yeah, the clock died, so I don't know how long is left.
The clock died. Oh, it can't be long.
Just to be safe, I'll block.
Time's up, so this has got to be the last round. I know Ben's got a clock.
Okay, so either.
All right, so Nigel Gray won his game, so Paul Fullon is out.
2 points left. Hey, he loves those bombs. That was the 3rd bomb.
Oh no, he wasn't. No, it was
Lloyd Bowman. Playing Lloyd Bowman.
Pod 106 to the information
Paul Fullon was playing
Pod
someone else.
106.
And TLT.
Right, yeah, so Brian
TLT, the one that's nearly dead. Yes.
What? So who went through?
I thought those two were playing because they just stood chatting now. Was it Paul and Farn?
Yeah, that's.
Farn played Robert Gaggers.
Okay, I don't know about Farn. I know Paul lost.
They're saying in here Fan won.
Yeah, fan apparently.
So Brian Clark would have gone through.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in my game I lost, so Twiggy won. Tom Williams.
Just catching up from the other end of the hall there.
Tom Reed won.
Tom Reed won.
Jack Mooney won.
Jack Mooney.
Second one.
Okay.
George won.
Simeon won as well.
Top one.
All right, we have shaken hands. Game
That's
is,
it.
Game is done.
Okay, well, let's just quickly wrap this up. Thank you very much, Jesper.
Thank you for having me on.
Joined by our
Pleasure
shot.
always.
He's running away. Well, have fun for the rest of the day. We'll see if we can get that thing started.
Yeah, no problem. Cheers.
Cool. Thank you very much. Well done, Andrew. Yeah. Well done. So it's going to be a quick interview because I want to get things wrapped up and sort everything out for the next game.
Okay.
How was the face? What kind of a situation was it for you with the face up against Nim and Nim Dash?
To be honest with you, although I know it's like the big sort of known list, I've not played against it before. I've been out the team quite a while. It was really interesting. I kind of knew I had to take out Nim, but he played superbly. He flew, he got through my trap.
Yeah.
I set the net wide because I had to because he's flying so well. And yeah, he just absolutely schooled me in how to do it.
Excellent. So you said you've been out of the game for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah. How long have you been playing apart from the sojourn you took?
Well, I started when the Z95, my first event, I won a Z95. So that was like...
that was about Wave 6, yeah? So about January 2015.
So, yeah. So that we kind of, up in Stockton, that's when we kind of started. I got to meet a lot of the guys like Big Lee Dalton and quite a few other guys. So hence the T Squadron.
Cool, excellent. Well, we'll leave it there. Like I said, it had to be a short one. I'm sorry about that.
Cool,
okay?
mate. Thank you very much.
I hope you had fun over there.
Super.
Even though you lost. And top 32 at Nationals is nothing to be ashamed of. Especially with a list like you had.
What's wrong with my list?
That's fantastic. No, it's completely left field. So thank you. Excellent.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
Thank you for sharing. Ben. Sit down, mate. Like I said to him, it's going to be a quick one because he's gone to time, and I want to make sure I get everything ready for the next game.
Yeah.
So you had it in control that whole game. There was absolutely no doubt.
It was a good matchup for me.
You knew how to control the engagement, how to make sure you weren't taking too many shots or arcs and stuff like that in time. Your bombs really didn't come into it very much. You did drop them, they did go off, but it never really did much damage to him.
Yeah.
What was the key point for you?
I think the key point for me was not getting blocked before I burnout slammed.
Yeah.
I did the 3 for that purpose, but looking at it, I knew it was hard too. The barrel roll couldn't block me. So I had to go for that and just slam away.
Excellent. And it was a debate as well when you took the target lock. No, you slammed because you were trying to get out of the way.
Yeah, but the earlier moment when we took a target lock, right? I had to try to kill it.
Yeah, but when you did the slam, there was like the option of taking a barrel roll, and everyone was quite surprised you didn't take that option instead of barrel rolling to the right.
The reason was so I could then get Nim out of the way, basically.
Oh, so you drop a bomb,
get out of the way.
Okay.
So I didn't want to be caught because next turn, if I'm still in front of him, he's gonna try to beat me. And I'm his.
Excellent.
So I just get dash away, give them some space to play, and get out.
Well, wicked. So we were talking about this. We were saying how like you've got a first for that national championship. You want one, huh? You've just gone to French national championships. You came so close last year. You're doing really well so far this year. So I'm going to say good luck to you.
Thank you.
And we'll end it there. Okay. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Simon. Thanks.
Bye.